Hello, so welcome to week 3. We are doing week 3 from January 24th through 30th. And in chapter 3, we'll be looking at creating new social orders, colonial societies from 1500 to 1700. So I'm just going to give you a tour of the module and what you can expect for this week. So we're going to have the week 3 overview with the learning goals. So if you make sure that you read all of these, I just pulled them from the textbook. They're in the beginning of each section. So if you already got started reading the book before you see this, don't worry. But if you might have missed it because it doesn't always look like it's part of what you need to read. But I think it's a good idea to read it before you start reading. Make sure you pay attention to those learning objectives because this will be kind of getting you ready for what you need to do in the reading questions as well as in the more critical thinking questions like in the discussion. So all of these have to do with everything in chapter 3, and these items at the end tell you which section that's in. So from section 3.1, you have these first two items. And then section 3.2, you have these two. Then 3.3, these 4. And then you have 4 more for section 3.4. So this gives you kind of an idea of what to pay attention to as you read. So those are good tips to be organizing your notes around these ideas. And be thinking about how you're going to be able to describe and discuss and identify and so on. In order to reach those learning goals, you'll need to do the following learning activities. So this is kind of a summary of the types of things you'll be doing for this week. So we have the video tour, which is this item. You're going to review and study the key terms for chapter 3. Now the key terms are in every chapter at the end. It's usually right after the last section. So if there's, in this chapter we have 3.4, we have 4 sections. The key terms start, there's a summary right after, and then there's the key terms. So I'm going to show you in a sec how to find that summary as well. And you're going to read chapter 3 and answer the reading questions in OpenStax Tutor. And this week I posted a video in the module, which actually comes from one of the sources that your textbook recommends. And that's all about St. Augustine. So you're welcome to click around and see more things from the National Park Service that are linked in the textbook. But I wanted to make sure that you at least see this video and read about its Africans in St. Augustine. And it has to do with the British and the Spanish ways of using Africans for labor, but also in some ways free people. So I don't want to spoil it, so I want you to see that and read about it. And then you're also going to participate in discussion. And this week I asked you to post just to one question. And I also want you to come back and review. And that means either watch, listen, and possibly read if somebody types all the other students' posts. So that will be in Flipgrid. But this time, rather than having 2 posts, I'm asking you to post 1 time. And you're welcome to post as many as you like. So make sure you read the instructions when you get to the discussion. And make sure you submit these assignments. Oh, there's going to be one more in here, which is about responding to that video. So you'll see that down here. It'll look a little different. So you'll have the week 3 reading assignment in OpenStax Tutor, the week 3 discussion, and then there's a short response to the video, which I will have posted in here as well. Okay, so I promised you a way to see how to find those key terms. And the way you do that is when you either are in the module or when you're reading the textbook in OpenStax Tutor, however you get there. These are, that's another part of the book. So I'm in section 3.1 here. And right at the beginning, it starts with the learning objectives. So those are the ones that I copied and pasted them right into the overview just so you could have them in one place. Section 3.2, same thing. It starts right with the learning objectives. Okay. 3.3, same thing. These right here, they're bulleted. They're always bulleted in the book. So those are your clues, right? That's how you should be organizing your notes as you read. And at the very end, so 3.4 is the end of the chapter. And then we have key terms. I have copied and pasted those into the module for you. And right after that is the summary of the chapter. So this is really nice, and it might even be helpful that you read the summaries before you read the chapters or read the sections. So if you see this summary, 3.1, I'm not going to read it right now because that will take too much time for the video. If you read this and then go and read that section, it might help keep the focus for you for that chapter. There's 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4 as well. So I will let you read those. The review questions you might want to read ahead of time as well. Your reading questions in the reading assignment may look just like these or really similar to them. So those are one way that you can see like what are going to be the types of questions that might come up if you like to read ahead of time or prepare those ahead. And then the critical thinking questions, these are where I get your discussion questions. So I copy and paste those into the discussion, and I did that for this week. So that's it for chapter 3 and the resources that you need to be successful. And I will look forward to seeing you in the discussion and your post in the assignment for this week. So just heading back over there. All right, so once again, I will post that additional assignment I made after I made it, but I forgot to post it in here before I started this video. So I will make sure that that's in there before I publish the module. Take care. Bye.